Hi, Mark from UK EDC. Got the wife with me. We're going to go for a little day hike on the moors in Dartmoor in Devon, and we're going to set up some hammocks. This has been sponsored by Helikon Tex. We've got quite a few of their bits and pieces to look at. First of all, we've got one of their backpacks. This is the Raccoon, I believe, and also we've got their first aid kit as well. Full review coming when we get to our destination. Come with us. Okay, so we've arrived at our location. Now we're going to set up camp and we'll show you that in a minute. Just want to showcase a couple of Helikon Tex products. So on Wendy's waist, she's wearing a modular individual med kit and pouch, which is in Cordura. We'll have a look at that a bit later on. And if you spin around, Wend, we've got the Groundhog backpack. You've seen me review this one before anyway, but this is the kind of thing where we just have a quick grub on the moors. So stay tuned and we'll look at some more things from Helikon Tex in a minute. Okay, so I've got the hammock set up, as you can see. Wife's doing the filming over there, so now I'm going to put my tarp. This is a Helikon Tex Super Tarp. First time I've taken this out of the bag actually. But what's good about it, it's got like a bag on the outside, like a mesh on it, so it drains away moisture. And also then it comes within the inner bag as well. So there's our Helikon Tex bag. What's good about this one, it's got multiple ways of attaching this. It's got lots of little waypoints and a ridge pole on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one up now. I'm not going to embarrass myself by doing it live because I'll probably make a complete pig's-ear of it. But I'll show you what it looks like when it comes back in a minute. Okay, thank you. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my Helikon Tex Super Tarp up now over my hammock. I'm going to have a little swing around. We're going to have a cup of tea and some dinner in a minute. Again, featuring Helikon Tex products. What I like about this, like I said, it's got many little ways of securing. You've got plenty of little eyelets here, and as you can probably see, I've got a ridge line going across the tarp. I'm not an expert with hammocks, I'm not an expert with tarps, so if anybody wants to leave any positive feedback how I can improve my game, I'll welcome them. Stay tuned and we'll show you something else in a minute. So our camp's set up now, and as we're British, it's got to be time for a cup of tea. So what we've got here is the Helikon Tex Triton Maglean bottle and a Helikon Tex Bushcraft line camp mug. So Wendy's just going to make us a cup of tea now. And what's good about this one, in the top there, that there is for gathering water from a stream and like part purifying it by filtering out all the debris. So we're going to make a cup of tea now using our Helitex camp cup and the water we got from the bottle. This is water we got from the tap at home. So as you can see, that's there. We've got the lid there, which goes on top to help it boil, with a handy lid lifter on there. What we're going to do now, put that on a kettle, make a cup of tea. Okay, so of course we forgot the lighter, but the good news is this is my kind of outdoorsy kind of knife. This is a Tops T-bow. It's a Brian Griffin design, and I've had this for years. It was gifted to me by Brian. Absolutely great little knife. Ideally designed as a neck knife, but I've turned it into a proper fully functioning knife with a bit of fire cord around the outside. And I also keep an X-Attack mini, I think it's called a nano striker. So as I forgot my lighter, we're going to light the gas with a spark from a ferro rod. Eventually. There we go. So now we're cooking on gas, as they say. We'll put that on there and we'll come back soon and have a nice cup of tea. Okay, so we've got a cup of tea brewing as we said we were going to do. So I just want to show you this now. This is another gift from Helikon Tex. Bless them, they've really looked after me this time. This is the Wildo Camperlight Duo, I believe it's called. And the good thing about this one is it's sealed pretty tight. And what you've got there is a little bowl to eat. We can have some lunch while we're up here. Another little bowl to eat. And within the little set as well, You get 2 sporks, and we also get 2 of these like horseshoe style cups. So this is what we're going to have our cup of tea in a minute. There's one for Wendy, and one for me. So we can have our cup of tea in a minute. And as I said, we're going to make some lunch while we're up here, so we utilise these little boxes as well. Okay? Just thought I'd take a few seconds to show you our camp. This is a little place that Wendy and I found purely by accident when we were walking on Dartmoor one day. I don't even know what it's called, but we return here quite frequently. It's like a little glade. As you can see, it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. So we're going to come up here, have a cup of tea, have a little bit of lunch, then just chill out for a couple of hours on our hammocks. We both work really hard. I work in an office or labs. Wendy's a curtain maker and she makes curtains all day. So we're basically boxed in most of our working life. So a nice Sunday where we can chill out and enjoy the beauty of Dartmoor. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our bacon on the go. Wendy's just going to put some mushrooms in there. And we're going to have like a bacon and mushroom kind of scrambled eggy omelette thing in a minute. Just a little bit of an insight into our camp cooking. I'll show you something else in a minute when we're ready to put the next ingredient in. Okay, so a top tip, if you're making any kind of eggy thing, the best thing to do is pre-mix it so you don't have to crack eggshells. So we've got our bacon and mushrooms. Now Wendy's just adding some eggs. So it's either going to be an omelette or a scrambled egg thing. We're not quite sure yet. We'll see how it turns out. That seems to be doing quite nicely. So when this is cooked up, we'll share this with you guys as well. Okay, so our lunch is cooked. Wendy's going to pour that into our little wild ale camping trays for now. We're going to eat this up in a minute. I think she's going to make some beans as well. Fantastic. Dead hungry, looking forward to this. There we go. Lunch very nearly served. Okay, here comes the last part of our dinner. It's our beans. Wendy's going to tip them into our little mess tins. And now we're going to have our dinner. Looks pretty damn good to me. Okay, so we were talking earlier on about the Helikon Tex individual modular first aid kit, which you can see Wendy wearing on her waist. You can also wear it as a bum bag as well. This is really, really good because it's detachable from the waist. If you take that off, Wendy, you can take the external clips off, and on the rear of it here, we've got Molly and Powell's webbing. So it could, this is the pack Wendy's been using. She's got the Molly and Powell's webbing there, so she could clip it on the external. Mine's just a Berghaus, so I've got no option to do that. So basically on the outside of this little pack here, I've got a little slot there. I've got a polymath mini survival kit in there. And if we open them up, we can take a look inside. And so it's securely zippered, maybe a little bit too full. And on the external there, okay, pull this one out first then. So you can see it comes with a little bag inside. We'll have a look in there in a second. Just on the internals there, I've got a space blanket in there, some band-aids and a couple of pairs of gloves, just in case we do need to do some first aid. And within the bag here, if Wendy takes that and puts it on the ground, what you can see is you open them up and it forms like almost a star. Some scissors on the outside in case you need to cut some dressings off or something. And then you have access to all your first aid equipment, all in one neat little package. So I'm not going to run through exactly what I've got, but I've got band-aids in there, I've got sterilisation, potassium permanganate for that, I've got a stand-up cup as well. And again, when you finish with it, you just close them back up, like so. And pop that back in the pouch and you're ready to go again. Which Wendy's going to show you now. And then that's ready to put back on your waist or to put on the outside of your bag. Okay, so thanks very much again to Helikon Tex. They've been super generous sponsoring me with all these lovely products. So thanks very much, guys. And you stay tuned because we might even do a night camp here soon. Take care now, everyone. Goodbye and thanks for watching.